Once again, Skyforce 10 live over the scene of this week's derailment. And we've been hearing this week about a safety control system called PTC, or Positive Train Control. It was not in place here. But there's another legacy safety system called ATC, or Automatic Traffic Control.
Automatic Train Control.
Train Control. It's designed to slow a speeding train or stop it if the engineer is in fact speeding.
Well, the NBC 10 investigators have been looking into this, and it sounds like perhaps this automatic train control, which should have been in place, wasn't. You take it from here, Mitch Blocker.
This is a big deal. This means that the rail line that Amtrak 188 was traveling on did not have a safety system installed. If that train had been traveling south, experts say an automatic train control system would have kicked in and slowed Amtrak 188.
They should have slowed the train down. Yes. And so, yes, there's a question in my mind what happened.
That question has now been answered as the NBC 10 investigators confirm a standard system called automatic train control was not installed on the northbound track taken by Amtrak 188. Automatic train control is a rail-based safety system. It signals the engineer when the train exceeds the speed limit. It's then supposed to bring a speeding train to a stop if the engineer does not respond. We talked with Dr. Alan Zarymski. He is the Director of Railroad Engineering and Safety Programs at the University of Delaware. He consults the state of Pennsylvania on rail safety.
The NTSB said that they think positive train control would have prevented this accident. Do you think the same?
I agree. I think it would have.
Positive train control is the next generation of rail speed safety systems. It has been installed in the Northeast, but not in Philadelphia. It's a GPS-based system that taps directly into the locomotive. It was set to be installed throughout railways in the U.S. by the end of the year, but a bill in the Senate proposes postponing it until 2020 because of funding and bureaucratic setbacks. Since the new system is frequency-based, Amtrak has to get FCC approval before installing it.
There was some delay in getting FCC frequency approvals in the beginning, is my understanding.
Thursday, the FCC said Amtrak has applied for a frequency approval on the Northeast Corridor within the last 3 weeks.
Now, Amtrak did say today that that new safety control system will be installed throughout the Northeast before the end of the year.
But we have neither ATC or PTC.
Not on that specific track, that northbound track. Yeah. Right there at that Frankfurt curve. It did not have any kind of safety control system to physically slow the train.
Important information here, Mitch. Thank you.
You've been hearing a lot about Positive Train Control, or PTC. It's the newest railway safety system designed to stop a speeding train.
But there's another system called Automatic Train Control, or ATC, that's been around for decades. ATC is already installed on tracks throughout the country. But the NBC 10 investigators found it isn't on the track the train used before it derailed at more than 100 miles per hour.
Investigative reporter Mitch Blocker is live tonight in Port Richmond. Mitch, it's rare to not find either safety system installed, right?
Jim and Jacqueline, it's quite rare. In fact, when we talked with Pennsylvania's rail safety consultant and told him that that automatic train control system was not installed here in Port Richmond, a system that had been reliable across the country for decades, he was stunned.
The automatic train control system that's lined Amtrak's rails for decades is missing, where on Tuesday it was needed most.
That's exactly what that type of system is designed to do, is to prevent derailments due to overspeed.
The NTSB's Robert Sumwalt says investigators don't know where Amtrak's automatic train control system has gaps, but they intend to find out. Amtrak confirms high-level management was unaware the fail-safe system was missing near the Frankfurt curve where Amtrak 188 went off the tracks.
We're going to want to interview the people who are responsible for making those decisions, and we ultimately will make an evaluation as to whether or not that was sufficient risk management.
Automatic train control is an older rail-based safety system that experts say works. It signals the engineer if the train exceeds speed limits. The engineer has a few seconds to slow the train before the safety system takes over and brings it to a stop.
My understanding is there was supposed to be automatic train control at that site. That was my understanding.
Dr. Alan Zarymski consults the state of Pennsylvania on rail safety. The director of railroad engineering at the University of Delaware was surprised when we told him the automatic train control system was missing on this section of track.
the coded signal, the coded pulse automatic train control system is supposed to be in operation through the Northeast Corridor.
Now, while the northbound track, the section of track that Amtrak 188 was traveling on, does not have that automatic train control on it, the southbound side does have that safety system in place. Amtrak says the reason that they did not install it on the northbound side was because it simply did not think that a train would be able to go from the 30th Street station to here in Port Richmond and gain enough speed for there to be a dangerous situation. We're live in Port Richmond tonight. For the investigators, I'm Mitch Blocker, NBC 10 News.